Dear friends, brothers and sisters, we've gathered here this morning to remember. To remember a day that changed America forever. And a day that reminded the entire free world that evil is real and that freedom is never guaranteed. 24 years ago, on September 11, 2001, the skies over New York, Washington, and Pennsylvania darkened. Nearly 3,000 innocent men, women, children were murdered in cold blood, not for what they have done, but for what they represented: freedom, faith, and the values of Western civilization. I think every person remembers exactly where he were on those moments. I remember myself as a young soldier in the Armored Corps of Israel when our commander came to us and told us about what happened in America. And he told us, now we are all going back to the base, we are preparing the tanks, and we are getting ready for any scenario, because it was clear to us that a strike, this war against America, is a war against Israel. And I remember coming back to the base from the field, and we were watching the images of the towers falling and the smoke rising and the faces of the heroes running into the danger to save lives. It was a day of tragedy, but also a day when the world saw courage, sacrifice, and unity. Friends, 9/11 taught us a painful truth. There are forces in this world that hate everything we hold dear. They hate life, they hate liberty, they hate the values of the Judeo-Christian heritage that binds us together. Those forces may change their names, but their ideology remains the same. Yesterday it was Al-Qaeda, today it's Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS, and the Iranian regime. Different flags, same hatred. Different leaders, same darkness. And here we stand, America and Israel, still fighting the same battle where we were fighting on September morning. The battle between civilization and barbarism, between freedom and tyranny, between light and darkness. I think I can say that we are all, especially this morning after what happened yesterday, we are feeling broken, shocked for what has happened only yesterday. But I want to share with you that, this morning I woke up, unfortunately, quite early, on 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was on social media. And I was more disgusted and shocked and horrified, not just from the unbelievable murder of yesterday, but from the celebration I saw on social media of so-called liberals who are celebrating a murder. This is a great concern, I think should be concern for all of us in Israel and in America. So I want to share the words of this great man, Charlie Kirk, from one of the videos I just saw this morning. And he said exactly that. He said that the spiritual battle is coming to the West. And the enemies are wokeism or Marxism combined with Islamism, to go after what we call the American way of life. And the American way of life is very simple. I want to be able to get married, buy a home, have kids, allow them to ride their bike until the sun goes down, send them to a good school, have a low crime neighborhood, We want the American way of life, which is, by the way, Christendom. The outgrowth of the scriptures gave us Western civilization. And this is where I think is great rallying cry. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, doesn't matter if you're Asian, doesn't matter if you're black or white, everybody. If you're a Christian, these two threats are combining forces to come after you. And it is time that the church stands and rise up against it. Friends, I think that after 9/11, America learned what Israel has known for decades. The terror does not stop on its own. It must be confronted, and it must be defeated. And in that battle, America and Israel stand shoulder to shoulder as unshakable allies, bound by faith, bound by common values, by covenant. And so today, it's not about memory, it's about mission. We remember the lives lost and we recommit ourselves to the cause for which they died. A world where freedom, dignity, and faith can flourish. And we say to the forces of terror, wherever they hide, you try to break us, you failed. You will always fail. And as Isaiah 60 says, violence shall no longer be heard in your land, neither robbery nor destruction within your borders. And you shall call salvation your walls, and your gates rise. May God bless the memory of the fallen.